Hello everyone, it's Scruffy here again. Do you know why a small beehive can produce tons of honey each year? It's not just about hard work, but also about an amazingly sophisticated and efficient labor division system. In this video, we will explore this wonderful system together. But before we start, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any exciting videos. Honeybees are one of the outstanding stars of the ecosystem, with irresistible charm from their golden appearance and the ability to create honey as sweet as first love. They are dubbed the fairies of nature. Honeybees not only play a crucial role in pollinating thousands of flower species, but also bring valuable products like honey and beeswax. With their presence across every corner of the earth, from dense tropical forests, lush meadows to bustling urban areas, honeybees have proven their vigorous vitality and remarkable adaptability. A honeybee hive is like a small city. Every activity within the hive is carried out with perfect synchronization. Each bee performs its role, but aims for a common goal, creating an efficient and sustainable hive. First is the queen bee. The queen is easily recognizable by its significantly larger size, and it is the only female bee capable of reproduction. Each day, the queen lays from 1,500 to 2,000 eggs, a staggering number that surely commands admiration. But what makes her unique is not just her extraordinary reproductive ability, but also her ability to secrete pheromones, a special perfume, an invisible yet powerful force. These pheromones not only keep the worker bees in order and cohesion, but also inhibit the development of other ovaries, ensuring that only one queen holds the power in the hive. Under the queen's guidance, the worker bees work tirelessly like warriors, building and protecting the hive. They are enchanted by the queen's distinctive scent, a kind of magic that binds them. Every activity in the hive, from collecting nectar, caring for larvae to guarding the hive, happens under the silent but strong command of the queen. Although the queen bee lives much longer than worker bees, from 2 to 5 years, her strength is not eternal. When her egg-laying capacity begins to decline, the hive will start nurturing a new queen. This delicate transfer of power allows a new beauty queen to take over, ensuring the hive's continued life and prosperity. Next is the drone bee. Drone bees are born from unfertilized eggs, carrying a unique set of genes with only half the chromosomes. Drones are natural warriors, born with a single, irreplaceable mission: to mate with the queen. During the mating season, they engage in a race in the sky, where strength and speed decide everything. In this fierce race, drone bees must display strength, speed, and excellent navigation skills to reach the queen. The winners not only ensure the hive's continuity, but also pass on the best genes to the next generation. This journey is not easy, and only the strongest drones can complete the mission. After mating, they die heroically, leaving their reproductive organs in the queen's body and dying immediately afterward. Their sacrifice is a testament to a purposeful and meaningful life cycle. Finally, we have the worker bees. Worker bees are female but are infertile, making them the silent heroes of the bee world, embodiments of perseverance and diligence. Worker bees make up the majority of the hive and have very diverse tasks depending on their age. In the young stage, around 1 to 2 weeks old, they are assigned to care for larvae and clean the hive. They are divided into 2 groups. Nurse bees. These bees are truly dedicated nannies. They secrete royal jelly from their mandibular glands to nourish the larvae. Every time I see the tiny larvae being meticulously cared for, I deeply admire the dedication of these bees. Cleaner bees. These bees have a different but equally important task. They clean the hive, removing debris and dead bees, keeping the hive spotless. Sometimes I wonder if these tiny bees ever feel tired, but watching them work tirelessly, I understand that dedication and responsibility are ingrained in their very being. When worker bees are 2 to 3 weeks old, they begin to participate in building and receiving nectar. They are divided into 2 groups. Builder bees. They produce beeswax from the wax glands on their abdomens and use this wax to create the wax cells. Receiver bees. These bees receive nectar from the forager bees, secrete enzymes to transform the nectar into honey, and store the honey in the wax cells. When worker bees are 3 weeks old or older, they take on external tasks requiring courage and perseverance. They are divided into 3 groups. Forager bees. These bees collect nectar from flowers, store it in their nectar sacs, and bring it back to the hive to pass it to the receiver bees. Pollen forager bees. These bees collect pollen from flowers and bring it back to the hive using pollen baskets on their hind legs. Once back at the hive, they deposit the pollen into wax cells, and other worker bees will compact the pollen and add honey or saliva to preserve it, creating bee bread. Guard bees. They protect the hive from enemies and threats. They stand guard at the hive entrance and will attack any intruders. One of the most remarkable aspects of the labor division system in a honeybee colony is its flexibility and adaptability. Worker bees can switch between different tasks depending on the hive's needs. If the hive needs more pollen than nectar, the worker bees will switch from collecting nectar to collecting pollen, and vice versa. This ensures that the hive operates efficiently and all needs are met. The hive uses pheromones and other chemical signals to regulate the behavior and tasks of the worker bees, ensuring the hive always meets its current needs. Worker bees can learn and adapt to new tasks based on age and experience. This helps the hive maintain efficiency even when there is a manpower shortage in a specific task. The tasks of these worker bees always fascinate me in a strange way. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight shine, the worker bees are ready for a day of non-stop work. Their flights are not just journeys to find nectar, pollen, resin, and water, but also thrilling adventures where every flower seems to beckon, and every drop of nectar carries the flavor of beautiful nature. Worker bees are equipped with keen senses, allowing them to easily detect fragrant flowers from afar. Their complex eyes and sensitive sense of smell are formidable weapons, enabling them to identify colors and scents accurately. When they discover a rich nectar flower, the forager bee immediately uses its long proboscis to suck the nectar into a special nectar sac in its abdomen. This sac is like a treasure chest, preserving the nectar intact to bring back to the hive. Pollen forager bees are also very special. They use their skillful legs to comb pollen from the flower's stamens and accumulate it into pollen baskets on their hind legs. These pollen baskets are like convenient backpacks, allowing the bees to bring back a large amount of pollen. Pollen is not only a precious source of nutrition for larvae, but also an important factor in maintaining the health and fertility of the entire hive. A challenging but equally important job. An interesting fact is that one worker bee can do both tasks, but each worker bee on a trip focuses on a specific type of food. If a bee is tasked with collecting nectar, it will ignore pollen. Conversely, if the task is to collect pollen, it will only focus on that without distraction. This specialization is a testament to the perfection in organization and efficiency in the bee colony's work. Thanks to this, the hive always ensures a sufficient supply of both nectar and pollen, helping the colony to thrive. When returning to the hive, pollen forager bees directly deposit pollen into the wax cells in the hive. After the pollen is placed into the cells, other worker bees help compact the pollen into the cells and add a small amount of honey or saliva to preserve it, ensuring the hive always has a rich source of nutrition. This process helps ferment the pollen, creating a type of food called bee bread, rich in nutrients and easier to digest for young bees and the entire colony. Nectar forager bees will pass the nectar from their sacs through their mouths to the receiver bees. The receiver bees chew the nectar, mix it with enzymes in their bodies to transform it into golden honey, and then skillfully store it in the wax cells. Every drop of honey is not only the fruit of labor, but also the essence of diligence and skill, like a sweet gift from nature. The sophisticated labor division system and communication mechanisms have helped honeybees survive and thrive for millions of years. Each hive is a miniature community where every member contributes to creating a strong and prosperous society. In their kingdom, the division of labor is not only perfect but also beautiful, like a symphony, where every note has its place. Honeybees are not just hardworking creatures, but also symbols of wonderful symbiosis and cooperation. The life of honeybee colonies is an inspiring story of dedication, coordination, and flexibility. When I watch the hardworking bees, I can't help but feel deep respect for these tiny but mighty creatures. Their lives remind me of the value of unity, responsibility, and relentless dedication. So, what do you think about the labor division system of these bees? Pretty fascinating, right? Leave a comment to let me and everyone else know. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next videos. Goodbye, and see you again.